going to share with you the most requested live video that I have been getting bombarded about, which is my psumi, which is featured in my Mezze cookbook, which you can see at the front of my book. I'm going to open it up so you can see. So in my book, I've got all the steps of how to actually create this recipe, but I think it's really helpful to see exactly how we do it. So this is how I was taught from my mum and how she was taught from the generations above her. So let me show you how we do it. So I've made the dough, which you can find that recipe in my Mezze cookbook, which is really easy, just normal staple ingredients. I've let it rise for, it was a little bit over an hour. And this bread is so good because it can make about 3 loaves, which is really good because then you can have the quantity as well. So I'll just split it up and I'll show you how we traditionally cut it up and do it. But you can do it any way you like. Sort of break it up into about 3 portions. And just use your spatula to cut it, because it just makes it easier. Like I said, it's a very sticky dough. This is just the sesame seeds. You can either boil the sesame seeds, or sometimes I just wet them and so that they stick to the dough. And then I use white ones and black ones, but it's really nice to use anise seed as well. I really love the flavor of the anise seeds. I think they're traditionally more put in the breadsticks. So then just roll the dough into your sesame seeds and make sure you coat the ends and all the sides, just like that. And now the way you roll it out and the size it's going to be, so if you want it longer, roll it out to be longer, or if you want it smaller, just push it together so it's how you sort of will want the loaf to be, like that. So then what you do is you cut one end, and then I'm going to put that one down. And then when I've cut the second one, so cut it the size you kind of want your piece. So now, watch this. I'm grabbing it from this side. This is the side that's attached to here. I flip it and connect it to this side. And that's just so it can be a little bit uneven when the way it connects. And it just, how we've always done it. So cut, flip it. It just makes it a bit nicer. You just keep going all the way down. And the pieces will break off easier. So once this is cooked, you'll let this do a second rise, and then the way it breaks off is a lot easier. It's such a nice bread. It smells absolutely amazing when it comes out of the oven. But how easy is it? And so you get 3 loaves out of that. So it's quite a bit of bread. It's a very large loaf. So I would leave that covered with a towel. I think it's probably another half an hour or something. It will rise again, and then throw it into your oven. I think you cook it for maybe an hour, whatever it is, and your loaf's done. They freeze really well as well. And like I said, you can also just put it into a tin, let it rise like a normal loaf size. So maybe you just cut the loaf into 3s instead of, into 2s instead of 3s. And that way you can have soft bread ready for the week. So slice it like normal sliced bread. So easy. So I know it was the most requested, but it's such an easy recipe. So I hope it's helped you to recreate this family bread recipe. And enjoy. So make sure you check out the recipe if you haven't yet. I'll throw a link in the comments, so if you haven't got my Mezze cookbook, you are missing out. It's definitely one of my most popular cookbooks. All right, I'll catch you all soon. Bye.